Carolyn G. Goodman.
Didn't make it tonight because we were in back and my husband thought that he was still mayor. So he was taking over. Now we've made it 60 years. My parents said, don't marry this guy, it's not gonna last. There may not be a 61. But for those of you who are here because you love our city, you love what we've become, there are a couple of other people here that are a pain. My mayor pro tem gave this to me 3 years ago because whoops, that's too early. I have been known to go over an hour. So how many of you truly have turned off your cell phones? No gaming, I know that, good. And how many of you are sipping on something which Oscar would applaud? Good. Well, at least you didn't bring your pillows. And I promise, thank you, Mayor Pro Tem, for this gift. This is an hour. Now, because I've been babbling, I'm not turning it over yet. And if it goes over, please just give me an early note here. Let me tell you, it is so good to see your faces. You are who and what we're about. And each one of you, as I look at you, I know where we've met, I know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing when you're not here, but I do know what you've been doing to help our city, and it's simply phenomenal. I know there are plenty online that didn't want to bother with the weather and the driving, and that's good, you're saving gas. Hopefully you have an electric vehicle that you're charging while this is going on tonight. But it's wonderful to be back, and it's wonderful to have these wonderful council persons. Now, don't slip off during the hour that this may be, but I hope you enjoy it. And it is so good to be back in person, because looking at a video camera, and I do remember that wonderful interview I had on CNN, if any of you saw it, where most of the equipment downstairs in our public information office was down, or the satellite was down. So I was being filmed on a cell phone and had no idea what was going on with the body English and everything else that my interviewer, whose name I will not mention, because until he apologizes, he's on my very bad list. But anyway, so it's good to be in front of you. And let me tell you, it is my 12th year. Where are you, Jorge? This is so wonderful. And I'm hopeful I outlive my husband long enough to make it to next year, which together we will have a quarter of a century of being involved in the community. And I have to tell you, I'm more excited. Oh, here we go. Okay. This was made specially for this. And I can assure you I'm more excited than ever before about our future. We're finally able to put COVID for the most part behind us. We've weathered through the shutdown and we're still having the after effects of that. And then all the fear that each of us experienced. Moving forward though, as only Las Vegas has always done and always can and will do. But I do think we're more environmentally sensitive. Certainly we've learned that. And also I know we're holding a much fuller appreciation for our undeniably successful diversities of people and cultures, because we live here together and we are together making it all happen. And for people who want to fight against us, go somewhere else, please. Don't bother us in Las Vegas. Added to the extremely attractive economic and lifestyle climates, our positive tax structure, outstanding weather, and favorable travel accessibility. We just saw the airlines. We saw the 18 miles trying to get back to California. But our individuals and businesses are moving at an unprecedented rate coming to Las Vegas, both in our city core, in our suburbs, throughout the entire southwest greater Las Vegas Valley. And tonight we celebrate Las Vegas looking back, as Mr. Cervantes said, looking back at some of the